What's good, family? This is Pimo, aka Jadea, aka Radical Right, checking in on you guys one good time. So I want to talk to you guys briefly about what's happening today. Basically, I'm re-qualifying for my CCW. Going to do a little bit of shooting today and take you guys along with the journey. For those of you guys who are not familiar with the process, I don't know what they call it, what state you're in, but here in California, we call it CCW. And basically, it gives you the ability to carry a weapon concealed, okay? Now, obviously, there are certain restrictions to that. But just in most places, you're still able to lawfully, legally carry concealed. Okay, and this is something I think is good. You know, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it means that you know, somebody who believes in the Lord, believes in God and Christ, or somebody who believes, you know, in the principles that the Christ spoke about, you know, shouldn't have a CCW, shouldn't have a gun. You know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you come in my house where my family's at, my children, you know, like, if, you know, for any type of married man, you have a family, you know, your duty is to protect them. So a part of this responsibility, and a part of your responsibility as a whole in protecting your neighborhood and your surroundings, your neighbors, so to speak, is to have the ability to have a weapon. It reminds me of the situation in the church, you know, where that crazy dude came out there and, you know, and started shooting. And it was the man who had the concealed carry permit who was able to save folks' lives. So, you know, with that thought in mind, my conscience is clear about it. Nonetheless, the process, how this thing goes, you usually sit through some type of class. For me, it was an 8-hour class. Then at the end of that class, you do a little bit of shooting. That's the fun part. So basically what I'm doing today is re-qualifying with the shooting aspect of it. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along this journey with me, and hopefully you guys enjoy this thing. Let's go. All right, family, so let's talk about what we're talking about here in terms of qualifying, okay? So basically I got 36 shots. You see the red dot right here, or the black X in the center of mass basically marked. I got 12 shots at 3, 12 at 7, 12 at 10. The objective, of course, is to get all my shots inside of this area. So let's see how I do. So I've had this PX4 for maybe close to 10 years. It's a great weapon. I definitely recommend Beretta PX4 to anyone interested in a concealed carry. It's beefy around the handle, which I do like because I have bigger hands. Nice amount of weight. The recoil is decent. It's not, you know, anything crazy, as you'll see here. Of course, you pull your hammer back. First shot makes it much easier, much smoother. All around, it's just a great weapon. And of course I need 12 shots at 3, 12 at 7, and 12 at 10. The beautiful thing about this range in particular is that they have a rifle section, which is great. A lot of indoor ranges don't have a rifle section, and I am a proud rifle owner, so to have that option nearby home is great. Because again, it's like any tool. If you don't know how to use it, what's the point of having it? When you need it, you ain't gonna know what to do. So it's good to stay trained up, stay focused, stay ready. I'm gonna go ahead and back the target up to 7 yards. Now right in here, I start to notice something interesting. I'm noticing my shots, some of them are kind of drifting over to my right. And what that basically is my right hand, which is basically securing my pistol, is doing a little bit too much work. Or basically when I'm squeezing, I'm pulling to the right ever so slightly when I'm about to shoot. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. Ideally, you're smooth with your trigger pull. All you're doing is pulling. Everything is calm, everything is smooth and fluid. So I noticed that was the case, and I could feel myself pulling to the right. So basically what I do is I lay off and I try my best to avoid that pull, that ever so slight pull. I think right in here, for the first time ever in my life, my pistol, it didn't jam, but what it did do was it malfunctioned. It malfunctioned. I don't have any rounds in the magazine. I had already fired my last shot. So what's supposed to happen is my hammer is supposed to kick back, and it didn't on that last shot. So there you can see I was clicking just to make sure that if I had a round, it went down range, because I could not pull my slide back. So my next, action is to disassemble the firearm, which again, because I know this weapon like the back of my hand, so I'm able to do that pretty quickly. Disassemble, figure out what the heck's going on, reassemble, and continue. For those of you guys who are wondering, hey, how do you add an item or a weapon to your CCW? Because the way CCW works in California is you register per weapon, okay? So your CCW license gives you the right to conceal carry, but only the items that are on your CCW are those items which you can legally and lawfully carry concealed, okay? So the question arises, hey, how can I add another weapon to my CCW? It's actually very simple. You basically purchase your weapon, and then all you have to do is re-qualify. Basically redo what I am doing here with that weapon that you want to add to your CCW. Now, again, it's not necessary to do this type of thing if you just want to own the weapon, obviously. But if you want to lawfully carry it concealed, I have a nice little 9mm. If I want a revolver or some other type of weapon, I want to lawfully carry it concealed, I gotta go through this same process with that weapon. Jam's cleared, one shot, put me at 12. Beautiful. Now, here comes the fun part. Fun part is shooting at 10 yards, okay? Basically 30 feet. And, the reality of the situation when it comes to a handgun, and one of the reasons why I'm a rifle owner, is because, 30 feet with a handgun with a still target is gonna be difficult for most people. Imagine 30 feet in a heated situation, an intense pressured situation with a moving target, okay? You're going to miss, okay? And it's not easy. It is definitely not an easy thing to do, okay? So this is where rifles, come in handy. There's a lot of, especially in California where I live, a lot of people who are kind of anti-rifle, but the reality of the situation is hey, when you need something beyond, 5 to 10 feet, that's going to shoot accurately, you're kind of pushing it when it comes to a handgun. And the reality is you're more likely to miss a shot and hit what you don't want to hit, okay? And this is just, again, this is my opinion, but just based on the way that these weapons work, a handgun is just not as effective in most people's hands beyond about 10 feet, okay? And especially where I'm at, 30 yards, you can see, the shots are slower. Again, it takes practice, it takes work, okay? I'm not exactly a rookie shooter. I'm not like the most experienced, but, I shoot. This is one of the things that I do with my free time. And reloading, last round, 10 yards. Control, smooth. Let's go ahead and bring that target back in and see the truth. I'm decent. I'm decent. Alright, family, so here we go. This is the finished result, the finished product. I'm decently happy with this, decently happy with these results. You know, you can see my spread is pretty tight here. I realized as I was going through this that I was pulling the pistol, I was pulling it to the right as I was shooting. I'm left-handed, and once I saw that and I recognized it and I felt it, I corrected my shots, and that's pretty much how I was able to kind of create this tight spread here. I felt this one that got loose on me. I felt it, but I don't think that's gonna knock me. I think I still pass. I think I still kind of achieved the goal, man. So yeah, you know, this is how I did this thing in under 10 minutes or 10 minutes or better. I actually had a jam, as you guys saw in the video. My pistol jammed on me. I actually didn't grease it or oil it rather before I came and shot, so that's probably why that happened. But I was able to safely go ahead and fix that problem. I love my PX4. My Beretta I'm very comfortable with. It's still a pistol, of course. You treat it with respect, but I'm comfortable with it. So yeah, let's see how this thing goes. All right, family, so that easy. Just went in there and did my thing. Of course I did pass. It was a lot of fun, you know. I enjoy shooting. This is something that's, you know, important to me, and yeah, I just wanted to show you guys basically, you know, how easy it is to do that. Now that's the shooting part, of course, of it, but you know, it's important to me. I feel like we, you know, especially, I'm gonna say especially, but you know, y'all know who my crowd is, you know, my audience and my followers, you know. I feel like we as men in particular, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get on a level where we master the game. And what that means is for a lot of us, what that means is we do a lot of the things we was doing prior to mastering the game. It's just that you learn how to do it the legal way, the right way, right? And once you get on that level with it, you know, you have a lot more freedom. You know, all of that nervous energy that would come from doing something illegally or taking a risk that you really shouldn't have to be taking is totally eliminated. And you can now, you know, do what feels right, do what feels safe, you know, especially for somebody like myself who is a natural protector, a naturally defensive person. You're able to do things that fit your nature in a way that is legal and in a way that is safe, you know, and in a way that's smart and is not basically risking your freedom at all. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little footage, this little video. You know, comment below, tell me what y'all think about this. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed a little bit of the shooting as well too. So yeah, man, until we chat again, like, share, subscribe. This P-Mo, aka Jadea, checking out. Gone!